Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today I have an Uchu Sentai Kyuranger review, and this is it. This is my final Kyuranger review that I'm doing, and I've been saving the best for last because this is a very special item. This is the DX Dark Seiza Blaster. So, oh my gosh. I am so excited that they made this product. I love that in the show. It's like a purple version of the Seiza Blaster. Naga, right? He learns, he gains emotions and goes crazy. He turns into Hebitsukai Metal and everything. Oh, such a great story arc. Looked awesome, and I'm so happy that we have a toy of it finally. I've been waiting to do this. I've had this box sitting in my room for the longest time, but I said, you know what? I need to get through all my other Kyuranger reviews. I gotta save the best for last, and I haven't even opened this up yet. I'm so excited. So I want to do an unboxing and a review for you. Here it is, guys. This is the outer box. I haven't even gotten to the inner box yet because I wanted to save that. This is it. This is one of those, is it Premium Bandai, I think, or one of the, they have a special line of some of these toys that are like more exclusive and stuff. So, that's why they usually have this outer box, and then on the inside is like your main item here. So watch. I really hope, like, because I haven't opened this up, I hope I didn't get like scammed and they threw like a random other item in here or something. No. Let's see what happened. That would make for a terrible review, wouldn't it? Like I open this up and it's like, I don't know, the Legacy Butterscotch Ranger or something. That would just kill me on the inside. So let's see what it is and what it looks like finally. Oh no, it's legit, guys. Oh, that looks beautiful already. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's just, oh man, this is so satisfying. Oh wow. Oh, wow. Look at that, guys. Oh, man. Hebitsukai Metal, the DX Dark Seiza Blaster. Look at that beautiful suit right there, too. Ah, I love it. That design and everything. Look at this great box. This is so cool. The purple, it looks premium. You know what I mean? Look at that image right there. He's, so cool, guys. This is great. Oh man. Here we go. This is it. One box open, and now we're getting to this is the true unboxing now. Let's see what it looks like on the inside here. Oh man, this is exciting. Here we go. Alright, it's gonna slide right out. It's just open just like this, I guess. Okay. We got our instructions in there as well, of course. Alright. So let's fold this up and kind of put this in the back a little bit. Move the instructions out of the way. And, gosh, what's the right way to open this? I don't even know. Do I just slide this? Does it just slide like that? Oh, it does, I guess. Ooh. All right. Now we are talking. We are in business here. All right, there's some tape here. So let's cut the pieces of tape. Some tape on the side there. This is just gonna pop right out there. All right. And then we have two special Qutama right here. Two of these dark Qutama. Oh man, this looks great. So this is just going to slide right out of here. Okay. I think that's it, yep. Oh man, what do I even, I guess we'll just save the best for last, right? Let's just take out the strap right here. Even this is kind of nice and silvery a little bit too. Because the Seiza Blaster, oh, where did I put it? I took out the strap because it was just annoying for the review. I think it was black, if I remember correctly, or if it was, or maybe it was gray, but it wasn't this silvery color. This is kind of silvery. So even they made this thing like look more premium, which is kind of cool. All right, now we also have the two Oh, I just totally dropped that one. That's not a good way to start off. Oops. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful Qutama right there. That nice purple. Ah, that is so cool looking. I love that. All right. And we have, oh, I think this is the black hole Qutama, this one, if I remember correctly. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty amazing as well. So we'll go through all the sounds and everything, don't worry. And I'll do comparisons with the regular Seiza Blaster and the dark one. I'll bring in regular Qutama and put it in this one, and the dark ones and the regular Seiza Blaster. We'll mix and match. We'll have some fun with it. This is just my initial impressions that I wanna get through right now, just to see, you know, what this beauty looks like. Oh man, all right. Take this thing out of here. Look at that. Oh, that is so great. That purple though, oh, nice shine to it. A little bit of red. You know, I didn't even realize, to be honest, on the show, at a glance, it just looked like a regular Seiza Blaster, but just purple. I didn't even realize that it looked different. I didn't pay close enough attention to it to even realize that, but it actually looks different. You know, in case you're comparing the two designs, the front of it is definitely different. You know, it's a lot wider. There's a lot more to it there. So it's definitely a different design at the front. Now, granted, I think all they did probably is they just kind of probably screwed on this extra attachment on top of it or something. But that's fine with me. I mean, it still makes it look more fresh and different, you know, which is really cool. So I think that's awesome. Sweet. All right, does this have any juice? No, it does not. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait to see the actual lights and sounds in this thing, but that's so cool. So I'm going to turn this thing on, put some batteries in here, and learn the ins and outs of this. And then in the next part coming right up, we're gonna check out all the different lights and sounds that this thing makes. So let's get right to it. Alright, so I have the Deluxe Dark Seiza Blaster all ready to go. This just looks beautiful. I can't say it enough. It just looks amazing. So let's just jump right to it, because there's a lot to talk about here. So I'll move the box out of the way here, and let's focus on the Qutama first real quick. I know I kind of showed you up close what they look like, but just to really emphasize the details on these things. You know, these are the designs. Let me shut down my my little studio lights right here and get me my phone just to show you what I'm talking about. So there's the front of it. There's the side, and then of course you can combine these to get the combined form right there. And when you shine the light in there, look at that. That is a cool image that they have there for the dark Qutama. Really, really neat. So then we have the black hole Qutama right here. And again, let's flip this. So we have, there's half of the design right there, the other half. Flip it for the full. And let's shine the light through here and see if I can. Maybe. There we go. There's the design right there, which looks pretty cool. So yeah, so those are the two new Qutama, and they look amazing. The purple just is fantastic. Just I think it looks beautiful. So let's take a look at the Dark Seiza Blaster right here. So same overall design, except for, you know, the front being redesigned a bit, as I mentioned earlier. So really nice shiny paint that they use. The red really sticks out, the silver. I like this new design. I think it looks really cool. It makes it look more powerful, you know. The purple is very nice and vibrant. I love it. And then there's the bottom right there. So 3 AAA batteries is what it takes. And yeah, I mean, the same basic structure. So the way that you operate this, I'm not going to go through some of that because it's the same as a Seiza Blaster, meaning you put in the Qutama, it tells you what Qutama it is, right? Push it to the right, and you change into, if it's a Qutama to transform or something, it'll do that, right? Push it to the left is, say, the attack, right? And so you do your attack, push it twice to the left, it's Galaxy, so you do your special final attack. To the top is summoning the Voyager, and then to the bottom is the docking, where you're like combining it and everything. So same exact way that works, there's just some new sounds. Now this thing in particular also has a ton of extra sounds featuring the voice of Naga from Kyuranger using the little button at the bottom there. So that's new and really, really cool. So let's just get right to the basics. And yes, I'll do comparisons. I have a whole bunch of Qutama that we're going to be taking a look at and seeing what it all is. So let's turn this thing on right here. And it sounds different, and that is definitely on purpose. So very, very interesting sound there. And it is a little bit louder than the regular Seiza Blaster also. Let me try and move this light out of the way a little bit so it's not directly on it. Let me turn it off and on and see if you can see the... That's a little bit better. I just, you get the idea. I just wanted you to be able to see the light there. So you can push the trigger. And the red is more prominent there. I just have these bright lights shining on it. So same thing if you've seen my other stuff with Seiza Blaster. I can push this. All right. So there's some extra sounds if you hold this down, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later. So I want to first focus on the stuff with the Qutama. So let's take the dark hole, or not the dark hole, the dark Qutama, and then the black hole one after that. So the dark Qutama is what's used to transform, right? So let's do that. Pretty epic sound. And this is the new sound while that it's waiting for you to do something. So let's transform. Pretty cool. And then you push the trigger and... Hebitsukai Metal, there you go. So that's how he turns into Hebitsukai Metal, which is epic. And then... Dark Attack instead of Seiza Attack. And... Alright, to the top. Dark Voyager. And of course now, since it's docked, you can push it in any direction. And it makes sounds just like that. So there you have it. I mean, those are the sounds that the Dark Qutama makes in the Dark Seiza Blaster. And now we have the Black Hole Qutama, so let's do that one.
Black Hole.
I like this new like waiting sound. It's more like urgent sounding and dangerous, you know?
Dark Change.
And we'll push the trigger. All right.
Dark Attack.
Pretty cool. I realized I forgot to do the Galaxy with the other one, so I'll go back and do that.
Dark Galaxy.
So this is the waiting sound, waiting for you to push the trigger. And...
Dark Go. Black Hole.
So it didn't say Black Hole Voyager or anything, which obviously wouldn't make sense anyways, so... And there you have that. Oh, that thing went flying. So let me quickly do the Galaxy for the Dark Voyager I forgot to do. Dark Qutama, rather.
Dark Galaxy.
So there you have it. Now, this thing can actually read all of the Qutama that the Seiza Blaster can read as well, and the Seiza Blaster can actually read these too. So it goes both ways, which is very, very interesting. But before we get to all that, I want to show you more of the exclusive sounds that this thing has. So when there is no Qutama inserted, or actually, it seems like any of the Qutama except the Dark Qutama, because the Dark Qutama is what transforms Naga into Hebitsukai Metal, right? So if he's not Hebitsukai Metal, then there's a bunch of unique sounds that it can make. Then once he becomes Hebitsukai Metal using the Dark Qutama, then we have some other unique sounds. So let's not put any Qutama right now. Excuse me, but if I had the black hole Qutama in there or no Qutama, same thing. So what you have to do is you hold down this button right here, and it's actually going to cycle through, I believe, 28 different lines from Naga, which is insane. So let's just get right to it. So let's hold it down, because if you just push it, by the way, you're just going to keep getting those sounds, right? So let's hold it down.
Nagare.
And now that it said that, you just have to push it now.
Silent Star. Hebitsukai Silver.
All right, so let's do number 3.
Kyuranger です。感情とは難しい。仲間とはなんだ。バランス。俺のやりたいこと。感情を手に入れること。
Sorry, I don't really know the translations for all these, by the way, but there's a lot.
喜ぶ。わからない。俺のお宝は感情。泣いてみたい。怒ってみたい。だから、バランスについていけば間違いない。
Is it over? Oh, that was a long one. I kept almost hitting the button because I thought it was over, but it kept going.
バランス、危ない。早く逃げろ。絶対怪しい。バランス、ごいす。
I love how he says balance as well.
俺も、バランスの誕生日を祝いたい。宇宙は、俺たちが取り戻す。バランス、誕生日おめでとう。俺も、嬉しいよ。キュータマ、取ったぞー。小太郎が、かわいそう。おいしくなれ。おいしくなれ。お前たち、いいコンビだ。またタコか。バランス、下げぽよ。上げぽよウェイ。俺にもわかった。かわいい。しくよろ。バランス、大変よくできました。俺には心がないということか。楽しそう。なのに、俺は悩んでいる。新しい自分。感情があっても平和になる。みんなが笑って喜び合える世の中にできる。流れ。
And then we're back to the beginning because that was the first sound.
サイレントスター。Hebitsukai
Yeah,
Silver.
and that was the second sound. So then it cycles through again. So that's a lot, and I don't know what all the translations and stuff mean, but I do recognize some of the lines I think from the show. But yeah, that's so cool. I never thought that this thing would be packed with that much, and that's not even all, by the way. That's not all. So I do want to show you if I turn him into Hebitsukai Metal, right? So let's do the Henshin, and then we'll get even more sounds.
Dark Qutama. Dark change.
All right, so now you see if you push the button, right? Instead of the red lights, they got purple lights and they got that sound. But if I hold it down, it's going to activate 16 different new voice sounds. So let's do that.
Dark Change. Hebitsukai Metal. お前ら、よくも感情を取り戻すことを邪魔しようとしてくれたな。俺は目が覚めたんだ。お前ら、本当は俺のことバカにしてたんだろ。戦うのがこんなに気持ちよかったなんてな。これも感情を取り戻したおかげってわけか。
I love that.
楽しい。楽しいな。はっきりとわかる。俺の中に感情がある。最高の気分。
That laugh is everything. Oh, I love it.
感情を得て俺は強くなった。もう以前の俺じゃない。バランス。お前とのコンビはもう解消だ。俺はキャンバーのおかげで感情を手に入れた。嬉しいだろ。喜べ。バランス。なんていい気分なんだ。これが感情だ。お前らにはもう用がない。俺にはもうキャンバーがいるからな。だからお別れだ。俺を始末しに来たようだな。手間が省けたよ。また俺にやられに来るとはな。お前らがそう思うなら話は早い。息の根を止めてやるだけだ。大丈夫なわけねえだろ。勝手にコタく並べやがって。何がみんなで笑い合いたいだ。ふざけるんじゃねえよ。
That's so awesome.
絶対に忘れない。この痛みを俺の怒りに変えて、てめえを必ず葬る。ダークチェンジ。
And then it's back to the first sound and
ヘビ使いメタル。
second sound and so on. I love that so much. Naga, first of all, is my favorite character in Kyuranger. I loved his whole story arc and everything. I loved his expressions. I mean, everything, like, all these little pieces of it, even though I don't understand it exactly, I recognize certain lines or just the tone of his voice, certain things that remind me of parts of Kyuranger, which is just awesome. So that's really, really cool. Oh my, this thing is packed with sounds. And that's not all, by the way. This thing will read all of the other Qutama as well. So let's get to that fun part of it. So let's try some experiments. I already know what's going to happen, but just for the purposes of explaining it to you all, let's bring in the Shishi Qutama, right? So this is the standard one right here. So what happens when we put that in the Dark Seiza Blaster? Let's see. Alright, so it says Shishi Qutama and that evil voice, and then you have that sound, and then...
Dark change. Shishi.
And it just says Shishi at the end, and it lights up red. Let's do the attack.
Dark attack.
Okay.
Dark galaxy. Dark go. Shishi Borsha.
So there you have it. So one thing that I want to start to point out, which you may start to notice as we continue, the voice that it says it in, like Shishi, Qutama and stuff, is a new evil sounding voice. So that is new to the Dark Seiza Blaster because it sounds regular in the regular Seiza Blaster, right? But all the special sound effects, like of the attack, the Voyager, right? That is the same sounds from the regular Seiza Blaster. So I just want to kind of point that out. We're going to continue a little bit. I'm going to do one other individual Voyager right here, and that's going to be the Hebitsukai Voyager because that is obviously for Naga. So let's do that next. There you have it.
Dark attack.
If that sounds familiar to you, let me bring in the regular Seiza Blaster again here. So you'll see the exact same effect sounds. The voice is different because obviously, you know, this one says Hebitsukai Qutama, right? Whereas this one is Hebitsukai Qutama, all dramatic sounding, right? So that's the main difference between the two with all of the Qutama. Now, instead of having to put in one by one individually, the Orion Battler came with this nice SP Qutama that goes through all of them. So you've heard it in the regular Seiza Blaster in the past, so we're just going to focus on the Dark Seiza Blaster here and listen to all of them in one. So let's do that. Alright, so there you have all of them right there.
Dark change.
And it's just going to cycle through all their sound, or all the colors right there.
Dark attack.
And there you have it.
Dark go. Shishi, Boisia, Satori, Boisia, Okami, Boisia, Tenbin, Boisia, Oshi, Boisia, Hebitsukai, Boisia, Chameleon, Boisia, Washi, Boisia, Kajiki, Boisia, Liu, Boisia, Kuma, Boisia, Ho-Oh, Boisia, Orion, Boisia.
Okay.
Dark ducking.
cycles through all the colors. So there you have it. So now you've basically heard all of the main Kyurangers sounds right there with the one Qutama. That was kind of my easy way of going through all of those. Now, I do have some other special ones as well. But before I do that, I do want to, for anybody, because I'm sure you guys probably want to know, what do these Qutama do in the regular Seiza Blaster, right? So let's focus on the new stuff first and get to these things. So let's take the Dark Qutama and put it in the regular Seiza Blaster and see what happens. Ah, so it even sounded kind of evil there with that Dark Qutama. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. Huh, it even sounds different there. That's kind of cool. I did not expect them to take the unique transformation sound from the Dark Seiza Blaster in the regular one as well. Now at the end it does not say Hebitsukai Metal, so that's only in the Dark Seiza Blaster, but the unique sounding transformation thing was kind of cool. Even this is kind of cool. I'm not going to do the docking, it's all the same. So let's go to the black hole. So yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised at the unique sound for the transformation that they took from the dark one. So, pretty cool. I'm actually pretty impressed. I honestly thought that it was just going to say Qutama and just be generic. I didn't think that they thought ahead that they were going to release a dark version to put the sounds into the regular Seiza Blaster, but they did, which is pretty impressive because you don't see that type of thinking ahead from Bandai America. So I'm not used to that, I guess I should say. Oops, I pushed some buttons. All right, so now let's jump back to the Dark Seiza Blaster and let's go through some other ones. So I have the Kojishi Qutama right here, so let's put that one in.
Kojishi Qutama. Dark change.
Let me just skip to here.
Dark go. Kojishi
So there you go. You get all the sounds. Really, the main thing is the new way that it says Kojishi Voyager. That's really the only unique thing. The sound effects of the attacking and stuff is that's the same thing from the regular Seiza Blaster. So here's the Kerberos Qutama. Ah, and this one just says Qutama. Interesting.
Dark attack.
I don't remember if the regular Seiza Blaster did that or not, but did it? I'm kind of curious now. I need to let's try the regular one as well. Ah, it did. Okay, all right. I guess they didn't think enough ahead for the movie. They thought ahead for the Dark Seiza Blaster, but not for the movie, because this was from that. So, anyways, as far as other unique ones, these special Qutama will work as well. They don't, the sounds aren't going to make as much sense. Plus, the Dark Seiza Blaster is louder, so the sounds coming out of this are a little harder to hear, but technically it'll work. Oops. So it says great. See, you can't even hear it say Hikari Qutama Taiyo mode because it's so loud. So, same exact sounds that it's going to make. This one just had that great sound. It's just a little overbearing because the Dark Seiza Blaster is louder. So keep that in mind. In case you're just wondering what it looks like, I'm not going to go through any sounds because, again, there's nothing different. But this is what it looks like with the Psycho Qutama in it. It looks pretty interesting. In case you were wondering what that... I'll turn it on, I guess, just to see it light up on here. Although you really can't see it with my lights, but... you get the idea. So, let's take this thing off. I just wanted to kind of show you what that looked like. Now, I have a whole bunch of individual Qutama. Some of them I've never done a review of. I just bought a couple sets. I don't have anywhere near all of them. I just got some, just to collect a few, and so I'm going to go through the ones that I have, but I'm going to go through them rather quickly, and just give you basically the main sound with the name. Like that. And then I'll do the attack sound just in case you didn't hear it in the regular Seiza Blaster if I didn't do a review of it or you don't remember. But remember, that sound effect is the same in the regular Seiza Blaster. Really, it's the way that it says Tokei Qutama or whatever Qutama it is that I want to focus on. So let's just keep going through them. Here's number 15. Oops. Number 16. Okay. Number 21. Okay. 22. This one I might do the Say the Change because this is like the one that goes with Koguma Sky Blue. This is the Oguma Qutama. Yeah, so it just says Oguma at the end. Okay. Alright, I have number 23. Okay. Number 24. Okay. Number 26. Okay. Number 34. Number 35.
Qutama. Dark attack.
All right, number 51. And last but not least, number 89, the Argo Qutama. So there you have it. Those are all the ones that I have. So obviously there are other Qutama out there that will, you know, have their own unique sound in there in terms of how the name of it is read. But that pretty much should give you a gist of it. I mean, there's a lot to this thing. I mean, this thing is the Seiza Blaster and more. You know, all the extra sounds with Naga in there. There's a ton of extra sounds, which are really, really cool. This thing looks beautiful. I love the design of it. The two cool looking Qutama that it comes with, the purple and everything. Just, I love it so much. And yeah, I was pleasantly surprised to see these ones play some of the special transformation sounds and everything in the regular Seiza Blaster as well, which is really, really cool. So all in all, I mean, I love this thing. I think this is one of my favorite Kyuranger items for sure. I really love the whole Qutama thing and all the sounds that it makes. I love the way that it says all the names on here. It's so dramatic and cool. So I really like it. I honestly think that this is definitely worth buying. You know, if you're somebody that money is not your thing and it's tough to spend money on some of these big items, because this is going to be one of those rare, more expensive items to get, right? So if money is tight for you, the regular Seiza Blaster is great. Just go for it. You know what I mean? This is really just going to give you some new unique sounds. There's no extra new functionality necessarily. It's just new sounds and extra sounds with all the Naga's voices and stuff. So it's really cool, but it's not necessary in terms of collecting or unlocking the potential of different items or anything like that. So if money's tight, stick with the regular Seiza Blaster, that's fine. But if you can go for it, and you like Kyuranger, and you especially like Hebitsukai Metal and Naga and everything, this is fantastic and absolutely worth it. It looks great. The sounds are great. There's so many great ones. The Qutama is really cool. I mean, I love everything about it, and so I definitely would recommend picking this up. So keep that in mind. Oh, and there you go. He's already talking to you guys right there. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know in the comments section below what you thought as well. Are you going to pick up the Deluxe Dark Seiza Blaster? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. And that is it for Uchu Sentai Kyuranger, guys. That is a wrap. Hopefully you enjoyed my reviews of Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. I absolutely loved the season. I loved all of the toys, the mecha, all the Qutama. I mean, look at these suits. They're just beautiful. I love it all so much. I know that they're not adapting this for next year's Power Rangers. We're getting Go Busters, which I'm excited about, but I hope that eventually they do adapt these for Power Rangers as well. I loved Kyuranger so much. Let me know in the comment section below, did you watch Kyuranger as well? What did you collect from the toy line, if anything at all? I'd love to know what you guys had to say about Kyuranger. Hopefully you enjoy these reviews. That wraps it up for Kyuranger, but that does not wrap it up for Power Rangers and other things on this channel. So got lots more reviews on the way, so make sure to hit subscribe and stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.